Let's be real. Navigating the online world is a huge part of our lives now. It's not just something we do, it's a skill we all need. So, the big question is, how do we do it right? Let's dive in.
I mean, think about it. We're online all the time, right? Connecting with friends, shopping, working, you name it. But do we actually know the rules of the road? The unwritten and written principles that govern this whole digital space? It's something we should all probably think about. And that's the thing. The internet isn't some fantasy land where nothing matters. It's a community. It's a workplace. It's basically a giant global town square. And what you do there has real-world consequences for you and for everyone else. So to be good citizens in this digital world, we've got to start with the basics. We need to understand the fundamental rules of the road. So let's kick things off with online ethics.
Okay, so ethics. Sounds like a big formal word, doesn't it? But all it really is our moral compass. It's about knowing the difference between right and wrong. And online, it just means we apply those same ideas of fairness and respect to how we act on the internet.
Let's talk about copyright. This isn't just for huge Hollywood movies or famous pop songs. It protects a ton of original stuff, the photos you see, the music you hear, even the software code running on your phone. At the end of the day, it just gives the person who made something control over it. And that leads us right into plagiarism. Now, this goes way beyond just copying and pasting a sentence for a school paper. It's about taking someone else's idea, even if they just said it out loud and pretending it was your own thought. It's just not honest.
Then you've got piracy. This is a whole other level. Piracy is when people are illegally copying and sharing copyrighted stuff on a massive scale. You know, like sharing movie files or cracked software. It's basically theft, and it really hurts the people who created that work in the first place. So here's the easiest way to remember the difference. Just look at this. Plagiarism is all about stealing an idea from someone's brain, but piracy, that's about stealing the finished product. One's about the concept, the other is about the concrete thing.
Okay, knowing the rules is step one, but you've also got to be able to spot the dangers out there. So for this next part, let's look at some of the common hazards in the digital world, and more importantly, how to see them coming.
Phishing. This is one of the oldest tricks in the book. It's all about deception. So first, an attacker sends you a link that looks totally legit, maybe from your bank or a site you use. But when you click it, it takes you to a fake page designed to trick you into typing in your password or other sensitive info. And just like that, they've got you. It's a digital trap.
This next hazard is a little sneakier: media bias. The news and information we consume isn't always just the straight facts. It can be slanted. You have to watch out for things like spin, where they frame the story a certain way, or sensationalism, using crazy language to get a reaction. Heck, even just deciding which stories to cover is a form of bias. Learning to spot this stuff is key to being a smart consumer of information.
Okay, here's a classic scam. You've probably seen it. A big, scary pop-up appears, screaming that your computer is infected, and some so-called tech support agent wants you to pay them right now to fix it. This is a huge red flag. A legitimate company will almost never do that. It's a scam, plain and simple, trying to use your fear against you. So we've gone over the rules, we've talked about the dangers. Now for the most important part. How do we actually step up and be good digital citizens? This is where we go from just knowing this stuff to actually doing it. Digital citizenship is such a powerful idea. It's about recognizing that you're not just a passive user, you're an active member of a massive global community. It means realizing that your actions create ripples and that you have a responsibility to make the digital world a better place. So what does that actually look like in practice? Well, it's simpler than you think. It starts with treating people online with respect. You know, just like you would in real life. It means you stop and think before you share a mean message. It means you actually try to understand where someone else is coming from, instead of just reacting. And all of this brings us to our final, and maybe most critical point. Everything, and I mean everything we do online, is building a permanent record. It's our digital reputation. It's the legacy we're creating with every single post, photo, and comment. This quote right here really hits the nail on the head. The delete button gives us a false sense of security. Because once something is out there, it can be screenshotted, saved, and shared forever in ways we can never control. It becomes a permanent piece of your story. And this is especially true for personal stuff, like photos. The moment you post a picture, you kind of lose control of it. It can be saved, shared, even photoshopped without you ever knowing. You just have to be aware of that vulnerability before you hit post. So, as we wrap up, I'll leave you with this one question to really chew on. 5, 10, 20 years from now, when someone looks you up online, what will they find? What story will your digital reputation tell about you? Because you're the one writing that story right now with every click. So make it a good one.